How's it going, everyone? I hope everybody's well. Frostfire1987, and I still don't have a catchphrase. Random review for The Evil Within. I'm going to start off by saying I was a huge Resident Evil fan right from the PS1 series up until Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 5 and 6 made me want to punch a small kitten in the face. I cannot stand 5 and 6 and think they've been butchered since then, but I'm not going to go on a rant because I'm not bitter and twisted. The game was made by Shinji Mikami, a very clever Japanese man. I'll put the name with the power of editing on the screen now because I think I've just butchered that name as much as I could possibly do. The game basically plays like a Resident Evil 4, so if you're comfortable with the Resident Evil controls, and that's the modern Resident Evil controls, not the tank controls of old, I'm sure you'll be fine with this. The guy had previously worked on Dino Crisis and Resident Evil 4, which were two of my favourite games growing up, so I went into this with high hopes, and from the gameplay trailers released at the time, kind of thought it played exactly like Resident Evil, which it does. It's just basically an updated version of Resident Evil 4. I can't really describe the story without spoiling it, so I'm not gonna. If you haven't played this game and you're purely watching this review to see whether it's worth getting, one, you're an idiot, don't watch my reviews on whether you're going to buy a game or not because they're terrible, and two, just get it, it's good fun if you are going to listen to me. So I can't really explain the story without ruining it. The upgrade system, as you play and as you progress through, you will get basically money, but it's not called money, it's a jar of goop, is the best way to describe it. Brain juice. You collect brain juice. God, that sounds stupid saying that out loud. You collect brain juice and upgrade yourself. You can upgrade your pistols, your shotguns, weapons. You get a crossbow with all different types of explosive bolts and light bolts, flash bolts, stunning bolts, poison bolts, all sorts of bolts. I'm going to stop saying bolts now. So the upgrade system works very similar to that. You'll get new weapons, and as you progress and as you move further through the story, you'll get more items to upgrade. As far as graphics go, it's not going to blow your eyes out with godlike beauty, but it is fine, and it's serviceable. It looks fine. Although I am playing this on a 50-inch smart TV, it for some reason can only go to 720p. I don't know why, because when I play other games, I can do it at 1080p. But for whatever reason, The Evil Within seems to have an issue with going any higher than 720p, so I don't know what the deal with that is. It's probably just me being a bit dense. As far as sound design goes, the music is fantastic, the voice acting's fine, it's got some Japanese quirkiness to it, so there are a few points where you'll be rather confused. Without ruining anything, there's a point where you have to go back and fight a giant monster because your friend left his glasses behind. That really wouldn't happen in a Western game, because in a Western game your character would more than likely say, fuck you, I'm not going in with that monster because it's a pair of glasses, but in this you have to go and fetch your friend's glasses and fight a giant monster. So there are a few Japanese quirks to it, but I quite like that. Overall thoughts, is it worth buying? In short, yeah. From my side, my opinion, my humble view on this is it's definitely worth a buy. I paid $2.99 on the Steam sale for this. Originally I paid full price £40 when it was on the PS3, and I still felt it was worth it. It's got a long play time, there's a lot of exploring and items to collect, and I'm a item hoarder when it comes to these sort of things. I'll search every corner and grab every speck of ammunition I can. So you definitely will get hours and hours out of it. I think the first time I completed it, it was about a 20-hour runtime, so for a single player game with no multiplayer, 20 hours, you know, for $2.99 on Steam, you can't really go wrong with that. There are a few times when my bum clenched with fear. I'm not going to spoil anything, but when the spider lady, and if anyone's played the game they'll know what I'm talking about, when the spider lady comes out, Jesus Christ, I don't even like spiders, so that terrified me. There are times when it's tense, there are times when you can blast through it, because if you have an abundance of ammunition you can just blow everything's head off. And you do have access to like grenades and different kind of explosive bolts, so you will have different options. At times you will need to stealth through it and try and avoid combat if you can, but the footage you're seeing now is very early footage within the first sort of hour or two of the game, because I don't want anyone to see later footage and spoil anything. As I said, I can't explain the story because if I do it'll ruin it. But yeah, The Evil Within, $2.99 on Steam, you can't go wrong. If for that price, I would definitely recommend getting it. So yeah, that was my first review in a little while. Sorry it was a bit rusty. Second time, I'll be better. I don't know why I said I'd be better on the next one. I probably won't be. But yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers for listening. And I'll see you again soon. See ya.